the best life we ever lived was the childhood stage. The best life. Now, what ruined this measure of innocence? Knowledge. You see, innocence is not knowing. What ruined innocence? Knowledge. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil, where God said to Adam, do not eat from it. The day you eat, surely you shall die. So when Adam ate from that tree of the knowledge of good and evil, that knowledge that he gained destroyed his innocence, the not knowing. He started to know. The moment he started to know, innocence was gone and good and evil came on board. Now, one thing I want to draw your attention to. In all the 7 measures or the managements of God's, humanity failed in all of them. So congratulations to all of us. We failed in all of them, miserably I should add. Adam was sent out of the garden. Innocence was gone forever. Innocence was gone forever. And knowledge entered the human race. Why? Because the human race in Adam ate from the tree of the knowledge. But that knowledge was good and evil. We asked for trouble. The first measure, innocence, was gone when the human race gained knowledge. The second measure started. God was leading the world through, what was the second measure? What did we say? Conscience. Well done. Come on, pay attention. The second measure started. Since the first one was destroyed, the second one came on board, and it is the measure of conscience. God handed the man to his own conscience. God handed the man to his own conscience. Now, did conscience fix the human's life? No. Cain, where is Abel, your brother? He said, God is asking Cain. Who is Cain? The son of Adam and Eve. And who is Abel? Also their son. Cain the older and Abel the younger one. Now, Cain, God came to Cain. Cain, where is your brother, your Abel? Where is Abel, your brother? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? At this moment, Cain had already killed his brother Abel. God is asking him, where is Abel? He denied that he killed his brother. He said, I don't know. Am I the keeper of my own brother? And we find that in Genesis 4:9. And in verse 10, and he said, meaning God, and he said, what have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. You see, when God asks any of us a question, it's a rhetorical question. He's not asking for God to know, but he's asking to give you the chance for you to confess what you've done. So Cain insisted on denying that he has killed his brother. He left no choice for God to reprimand him in verse 10 and say, the voice of your brother's blood is crying out from the ground. And then verse 11, look at this. So now you are cursed, Cain. Wow. So now you are cursed from the earth. And this curse continued and became worse and worse and worse as time went by, till the time came and God said to Noah, the end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Genesis 6:13. God brought the great flood and wiped the entire world's population, and the earth with it, except 8 people. Except 8 people survived the great flood. Why did God bring the great flood? Because the human race killed their conscience. And when any human being kills their conscience, they will kill anyone and everyone and will have absolutely no remorse. So when you look at the world and you see all the destruction, all the killing, all the deception, all the lies, all the darkness, all the evilness, it is because the human conscience has been shut down. And when the human shuts their conscience down, they will do everything that is evil. Evil. God flooded the whole world. Now a question: God, why don't you create a new creation? Start all over again. God says no. Because if I were to create a new creation, Satan would have won. That means Satan stopped God's plan. And God says, I will never let Satan win. I will never let Satan win. I will keep or leave a yeast from the ancient world, and this was Noah and his family. 8 people survived the great flood. It was Noah, his wife, that's 2, his 3 sons, that's 5, and the 3 sons were married, and 3 daughter-in-laws, that's 8. 8 people only survived out of the entire human race at the time of the great flood. Now, there were 8 people. From them God made the present world. My beloved, from the time of Adam being sent out of the garden to the time of the great flood, that was called the ancient world. That ancient world was destroyed by the great flood. Out of the ancient world, only 8 people came. Then from the time of Noah, after coming out of the ark, till our time and age, that is called the present world. The ancient world is gone. Now we are living in the present world. And the present world started from Noah coming out of the ark until the second coming of Christ. This entire period of time is called the present world. The present world. But there is the future world, and the future world is the second coming of the Messiah, where he will take his beloved church, the bride, perfect as him, into the Father's house, and we shall live and with him and reign forever and ever and ever. The third world, or the future world, is the everlasting life in the kingdom of God, the Father's house. Now, my beloved, innocence failed, the conscience failed. The brother killed his own brother, but the conscience is still with us till today. But the conscience is still with us till today, isn't it? Yes or no? Come on, yes or no? Yes. Very good. Thank God you said yes. However, this conscience became evil. However, this conscience became evil.